Hey guys, welcome back to Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Last time we showed up to Holly Jolly Village as Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, only to fight more shrooms, get loaded onto the Koopa Cruiser, and then the Koopa Cruiser crashed into Baby Bowser's castle. Fortunately, the adults reunited with the babies, and so this time we'll be venturing further into Bowser's castle by standing on the forward minion switch. Prince Bowser's apparently made a mess of the castle, although it seems pretty nice so far. For places too high for adults to reach, the prince will use X or Y to jump off a minion. If the prince is successful, the minion will then praise him. Prince Bowser is so rad! This introduces another mechanic of this game, which is switching back and forth between the babies and the adults. These pipe blocks right here, they'll summon whichever pair isn't with you currently, and this is basically how we're going to be solving a lot of the puzzles in this game. We'll have to separate the two groups into teams and use them to, well, get items, find secrets, all that stuff. You'll notice there's an X mark right here in the ground. You're going to want to remember these whenever you see them. Koopa Training Gymnasium for Prince Bowser only. The lower platforms are for our fine evil young prince. The higher platforms are for when he becomes king. The holes in the walls are small enough for Prince Bowser to enter. This is a not-so-subtle tutorial for Baby Mario and Baby Luigi to be able to sneak under walls and get certain areas. We have a 1-up mushroom, which is going to be useful in case one of the bros faints a battle. What those do is that if one of the bros loses their HP, they'll be dragged off screen, and you can bring them back into a battle by using a 1-up mushroom. We have quite a bit of coins here. We get some mushrooms and a mushroom drop. Mushroom drops will heal a bit of HP for everyone. If one party member in particular is extremely hurt, they're not that great, but they can be really useful in a pinch and if you kind of need to restore something for everyone. There's a save album there. I guess I'll go ahead and use that, just to see whatever's on the top. Baby Mario and Baby Luigi are the perfect partners. Now that they've been found, the adventure really begins. Where's that time hole? We have another thing right here where we want to send the babies up, and pressing that lowers the platform so Mario and Luigi can get up. A lot of the puzzles are really creative, as you'll be seeing, and I really like this tutorial area. I think it does a good job of explaining the mechanics of the game, and looks like we see a familiar face if you play Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Prince! Prince Bowser! Aha, you little red and green insects! Didn't I try to kidnap you once? Yeah, I did. Boy, that didn't work out so well. And you don't look quite so little anymore. And you're much hairier, too. Weird, but none of that matters. You like bothering our budding master of evil, do you? Then I'll bother you up! Oh no, a Goomba, and well now it's a Boo. Mario Luigi! Have you ever seen a piggyback move in battle? Oh, it is fantabulous. Let me show you how this action command works. And we have more tutorials, I promise it gets better. But anyway, this is our introduction to battling as, well, 4 players. When you jump, first you want to press the babies button and then the adults button. This way you could do a combo attack. Same thing goes for Baby Luigi and Luigi. You're going to press the Y button and then the B button. And of course, for Baby Mario, it's X and A. Heh. Next, Bros items. When using these while piggybacked, you can use the baby buttons as well. Use the A and B buttons as usual, but now you also use the X and Y buttons. Depending on the item, the use of the X and Y buttons may change if you follow. When piggybacked, the description on the top screen will change, so look closely. Basically, what these are is that if you look at the top screen, normally we just press the A and B buttons to use a green shell, but now that we have the babies, we can also press the babies button for extra damage when they hit the enemy. For Baby Luigi, you'd press the Y button instead of the X button as shown in the tutorial. These aren't required. It can be pretty tricky to master, but think of it as extra damage. It is riskier, but you get a better reward out of it. So I'm going to try that right here. Press the X, B, X, Now press it. Okay. Somewhat off there. But okay, we got it down pretty good. We did 60 damage, far more than we've done before, I think. Yak! Heh. Luigi, why don't you try to attack with the green gel as well? This is basically the same thing, only this time Baby Luigi will press the Y button as I mentioned before. So using Bros items in creative ways like that will let you rack up more combos. How long do I have to do this? I'm in a hurry! Now then. Now Shuffle is going to leave us alone, and we can finally try out more of our attacks. Anyway, you press X and A to take care of the Goomba, and then Y and B to finish him off, and I realized I probably should have taken care of the Boo first, because then I could try the green shell thing again. The timing on the Boos is a little tricky. You want to jump once they appear behind you. I think one more hit should be enough to finish him off. And I believe we encountered these guys already, but if we didn't, their tell is that if they uncover their left eye, and by left eye I mean right eye looking at them, then they'll attack Luigi, and if they uncover the other eye, then they're going for Mario. Maybe a better way to say it would be if they uncover the eye facing the screen, they'll attack Luigi. If they uncover the eye looking away from the screen, they'll attack Mario. Anyway, we're at level 4, so I'm gonna go for speed. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna try for speed again. Please give me something more than a 1. That's nice. 4. Brute Spouser! Now that that's out of the way, we have a couple of battles up ahead that we can show off our new moves in. Oh, here's a new enemy, the Boom Guy. That's the timing right there for the Boos. What the Boom Guy does is that he'll shoot bullets at you, and I believe he can also fake you out, so you want to be careful of that. That's his ordinary attack. He'll crouch down and then fire Bullet Bill at you. And sometimes the cannon will get knocked off of his head, and if that happens, he'll call for backup and some more Shy Guys will come in and place the cannon on his head. Every once in a while, I believe they actually won't show up, but that's kind of a rare thing, I think. There's another X mark right there, so let's keep that down. Alright, going for Mario. And you're going for Mario again. I guess he's hot on the menu or something like that. Now, something funny about the jumping animation, if you look really closely at them, you'll see that right there, I got interrupted, but that right there is the Boom Guy's fake out animation. If they point at you, that means he's going to hesitate for a second and puff out a cloud of dust before he actually attacks. But as I was saying, if you look really closely at the animation, you'll notice that the adult sticks out their butt in the enemy's face, and then the baby jumps on their butt to slam it into the enemy. I'm sure that's someone's fetish. Anyway, the Boom Guy faked us out again, but we took care of him pretty well. Now this way there's another Boo. We can get a first strike on him. Alright, going for Mario. This seems like it should be a pretty simple battle. We've been taking care of these guys pretty well, and now I've totally jinxed it because I said that out loud. And that's another example of him getting another cannon. That's a legit one, and the Bullet Bill is kind of slow, so the timing's a little weird. A lot of the ways you dodge enemy attacks in this game is learned more by muscle memory than by, well, just memorizing the times you're supposed to press a button, if that makes any sense. I could probably explain that better. First, we get another 1. Come on. Give me something like a 4, please, or is that too much to ask? Thank you! Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of the ways you dodge attacks this game is based more on muscle memory. So, if you fight these enemies for a bit, you'll definitely get used to it, and you'll get into like a rhythm and pattern of how you're supposed to take care of them. Get 4 minions on the pipe, you've already explained that. And we get taken to another section of the map. There's another save album right here. I don't think we particularly need it. And of course I jinxed us. There's a third X there. Although I didn't jinx us the last time, so who knows. Maybe I'm jinx-free. And I feel like there's an irony in that. This is another tutorial about how you can throw babies up onto the ledge, even though we've done that quite a bit now. You throw the babies in there, and now Mario and Luigi can make their way across this bridge. And now the babies have to come back, and they probably should have just, like, dropped down before anyway. Moving on. We have a bit of a way to go to get to the next blue pipe. I almost called it a green pipe. Apparently I'm suddenly colorblind. Okay, what do we have here? A walnut mushroom. And we have some Goombas for the babies alone to take care of. The babies are they're not just a little weaker than the adults, they're very weaker than the adults. But usually these enemies won't be that great of a challenge for them to take care of if you've been, well, fighting them at least. I have to confess, when I first played this game, I was like 13 or something. Actually, no, I was 13. I remember I got it for my 13th birthday. Anyway, I didn't fight a lot of enemies because of that. I was really under-leveled. And I will admit this game can be pretty tricky. A lot of the enemies have really large amounts of HP that can make it tough, that can make them tough to deal with. And so much so, as a matter of fact, that this game got altered for the European release where some of the enemies were nerfed. So it is a kind of a tricky game, but if you fight enemies and are diligent about making sure you're keeping up with levels, you should stand a good chance against most of them. This right here, I believe. Yeah, oh wow, wonder what this is gonna do if I have to press... Yes, I know how to hit the block. I said no, and you're still giving us a tutorial? Yeah, you have to hit the bro whose block is tangible, and then the one that was untangible becomes tangible, and then you hit that, and it does something. It really felt the urge to slow down our time and do that. Anyway, we do it again. I swear the tutorials get better as the game goes on. I promise. Babies go over here. We're gonna have to keep them up there, but in the meantime, the adult bros can take care of these enemies on their own. Oh, we got 4 here. Okay. A good tip for the boom guys is to press their button as soon as you hear the sound effect for the can to shoot. Ah, crap. Another tip is that you'll know it's a real attack if they grab both sides of their head. That means they're definitely going to shoot a bullet at you. Shit. The timing for the fake-out bullets is a little tougher, though. And that right there is the thing where they ask for help and they don't get any. They're just all alone in this cruel, tough world. Get a green shell and a mushroom from that. There's another enemy over... Okay, I guess we're just fighting them right away. I'm going to have to fight my instinct to save all our items for important fights, because I want to show off the green shell again and get more practice with it. Got 16, that's a pretty good amount of damage. And that was another lucky hit, okay. I believe the boom guys, when they're going to fake you out, they do move a bit slower than normal. Because I noticed he wasn't approaching as fast as he usually would have there. So not sure if that's 100% the case, but it does seem like it. And after this battle, I'm going to go and heal up Mario, because he is not looking well. He gets a level up. Again, I'm going to go for his stash points. 6! Let's go! That's very nice. Alright. Okay, I'm feeling lucky. Of course. Luigi could use a mushroom, but I don't think I want to do it just yet. There's some coins right there. We're at 474, and this is still like the second area, so this is also a game where currency is very abundant and you won't really need to grind for coins. I didn't even see that bullet right there. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna fight the urge to conserve all of our items until like the final battle, and I'm gonna use Bros items to take care of these guys. And maybe if I hadn't spoken there, I would have beaten that guy, but I guess it's too late for that. Crud. Alright, let's do it right this time. $19 damage, that's pretty good. Probably the largest amount of damage we've done so far. I feel like I've said that every episode until now. And let's finish him off. If we can switch back to the babies and get past this area. That's the 4th spot I believe we've seen so far. And there's going to be many more to come. Hit on this switch, I mean, stand on this switch, not hit on this switch, unless that you're into that, I guess. I won't kink shame. We have a caged area. Oh, this room. When all is dark and your path is shrouded in evil shadows. Don't freak out. Hit the floating shine block and turn on your own miniature sun. Shine block user warning. Shine blocks may change from red to green when hit. Blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't mean to do that. Basically, you'll see the block has an M or an L on it, and you can figure out who should hit it then. Now, in that case, Baby Mario should also hit it, but if... actually, no, either one of the babies can hit it. Never mind that. However, if the wrong bros hit it, a fireball will go out and send the babies back to the start of this obstacle course. Basically, you want to use this to illuminate the room, show them where the path is, and navigate the field of spikes. And if you fall off, you'll be sent back to the start. We'll be seeing more complex versions of this in the future, but this one is pretty straightforward. Alright. Have this one. Okay. And that's the end. And finally, the block from Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars is back! What do you suppose that is? It appears trashable, but it may also be something of incalculable value. I think it best that we take it with us and investigate further. You got a sparkling shard! And getting it just opens up that gate and that doorway. So very kind of Bowser to, well, sculpt his castle that way. And pressing the shine block while the babies are in the same frame as you doesn't really do anything. There's our 5th X mark. Let's pick up the babies and go into the last portion of the castle. Have a pipe block there if we need it, but we don't. And this is the last part of the castle. And there's like that arena looking thing there. There was a sparkling shard in Bowser's castle. Hurry and use the time hole to head back to the present. In this last room, I believe there's going to be a few enemies. There's a 6 X mark right there. And no, I guess there isn't any enemies here. And we have this very floral looking door that doesn't fit in with the rest of the castle, but it's cute. Alright, are you? Jolly good. Mario, Luigi! That's the new time hole! Back to adventure! Pardon me, you say we should leap into that ridiculous hole? Absolute rubbish! Do you honestly believe that I would place a princess in such reckless endangerment? Come on, it's the time to go back to our own era. This blathering nincompoop is just arresting our progress. Why, you scoundrel! How dare you afford to be as such, and it's nincompoop!
Let's go! Oh yeah.
Halt! I say, what cheek! You, I dare say, are the true nincompoops! Come back here this instant! And we are back in the present. Past the time hole, there's a 1-up mushroom and a 10 coin. And as you can see on the top screen, our next objective is to talk to Professor Egad. But I think we'll save that for next episode. We finally made it out of Bowser's castle and made it back to the present. So next time on Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, I'm gonna have to think of a better way to phrase that. We'll go see what the professor has to say and see if he can make any sense of this shard we got. See you guys next time.